Hey guys, I am here with my friend Natalie.
Oh my God! Oh,
I'm just kidding. I'm just
does
kidding.
it again. Oh.
This is my friend Naomi Brockwell.
I'm done.
Oh my gosh, she stormed off stage. She stormed off. There was an issue with a name that I said that was wrong.
Yeah, we were getting, we were starting up our friendship. Yeah, and we were like, okay, get to know each other in social media. And then he's like, listen, I really want you on my show. Natalie.
I'm telling you.
Who is this Natalie?
I know your name. It's Naomi. I know her name. It's Naomi.
This
is Naomi Brockwell.
We're there now. We're there.
We're there.
So we got past it.
Yeah,
and,
it was a struggle.
We don't talk about Natalie, the other woman, anymore.
Yeah, actually I still bring it up sometimes because it's kind of funny. But
I know. As do I. And that's just how things go.
It was an autocorrect. I swear. To this day, it was an autocorrect. But this is Naomi Brockwell. She is on the show. I want to talk to her for just a couple of minutes. You also have another name people know you by, which is the Bitcoin Girl.
The Bitcoin Girl. It is true. It is true.
So this was my first introduction to you, was the Bitcoin Girl video. I don't know if you remember, I believe, the first person to comment on it.
What?
Somehow it appeared on my recommended videos right after you posted it, and I watched it. And it's really awesome. We have Biggie playing behind us, which is okay. But can you tell us a little bit about that? If you guys haven't seen the Bitcoin Girl video,
you know what?
Or
so the organization that I did the video with, they actually made the video private recently, and I'm like,
why?
What? Because it's got like 250,000 views or something.
A lot.
So I'm like, all right, put it on my channel, so you'll see it again.
Awesome.
It's on my Facebook currently.
Yeah.
If you go to Naomi Brockwell TV, then you'll
I cut
find
the Facebook.
there.
I cut it.
You cut it?
I'm against centralization. That's it.
What with the YouTubes?
Well, you know what? You have to. You can't. It's a multi-faced war. You know what I mean? What's the word I'm looking for?
You can't cut
multi-front
everything.
war. Yeah, you can't cut it all at one time. I had a Facebook
like
still.
When you give up dairy and then you try to give up wheat.
Exactly,
you can't do it all at once.
Yeah. So I had another job before I started doing crypto full time, and that's the only reason I still kept my Facebook page was for that job. So when I left the job, I was able to cut it and kind of. I like to put my money where my mouth is. That's right. I still use Instagram though, so that's still Facebook in a way.
I'm on all the platforms. So I've got the BitChute and the Steemit and the Memo.cash and the Minds.com and the Norris.org and the all the things. Oh my God, uploading is a nightmare.
Oh, I know. That's why it's a little bit too much for me. It's overload, but.
That music has a mind of its own. It's just like, we're getting loud again.
Well, it's like it goes with the flow of the conversation. Like when we're really getting in it, it's like, all right,
I'm gonna
let's hit
chime
it.
in. They hit the groove. I'm gonna hit mine.
Yeah, that's right. So one thing you really do on your channel that I think is so fun is you have fun on your channel. Like you do music videos.
What are you talking about? I am a very serious journalist and take myself very seriously.
You can tell from the glasses. It's all about the glasses, guys. Well, don't take them off because then people will think it's all legit. So can you just tell us a little bit about how you kind of see that part of the crypto culture, humor and things like that playing into the space?
I am busy looking at Joel Comm from the Bad Crypto Podcast there, who's distracting me. Go away, Joel.
We're being serious.
We're being very serious. I think that, in the crypto space, we all do take ourselves very seriously, and that tends to be a little bit of an issue when you see egos just get in the way. I chatted to Andreas about this whole scaling war, which seems to be at the forefront of people's minds with regard to toxic tribalism and all of these different camps. And he basically said both sides are probably going to be using all the scaling solutions, like a mesh of all of them combined. And really, the battle was just about egos, who gets to implement what, who gets the say. And I find so much of that in the crypto space. So I think sometimes, although I'm a big fan of people on all sides, kind of coin agnostic, I'm just for whichever coin takes a monopoly away from, government centralized money. So whichever one wins, I'm like, yay, that's the one that wins. Good on you. And, you see the market working and competition working, and I'm like, awesome, sort of vindication. But I also, at the same time, I understand that it's a serious issue, serious debate, and these people take it very personally because they've got a lot invested in this. There's high stakes, are we actually going to give freedom back to individuals? Right. Are we going to create something which has, which jeopardizes security? They're important questions. At the same time, if we let ourselves take it too seriously, then it just becomes toxic, as we've seen.
Yeah.
You know, I think that we all need to hold open the possibility that maybe we could learn something from the other side, maybe we might be wrong, and just not take things too personally and keep it a little bit lighter, then I think we get further.
Yeah.
I do a stream on my show with Jeffrey Tucker and Gene Epstein, and they're both Austrian economists, and they're both ANCAPs, and so you'd think like they're not going to disagree about months, and they disagree all the time, and it's hilarious. They just go at each other. But one thing that's wonderful is that they're both so well read, so smart, and they'll be disagreeing. And Gene as well, he was a former economics editor of Barron's, like he's just awesome, and they'll just go at each other. And then all the time, like you'll hear one of them bring up a point that's like, no, you're wrong on that, and the other will go, oh, and then he'll explain why they're wrong, and then they're like, oh, that's a good point. They're always holding open the possibility they could be wrong. Two incredibly smart, incredibly well-read people who are just like, you know what? I may not know everything, and it's just the most wonderful, civilized way to have a conversation with someone. Just keeping open that possibility that you could learn something. So I try to bring that into my show a little bit, keep things light enough so that people can entertain the idea that they could be wrong and don't have their defenses so high. It's sort of my thing, and we'll see if it works.
Yeah, I think it's working. I think it's really good. I think what you do is very unique, and there isn't anybody out there, I think, that's doing what you're doing.
Well, you were on my show recently. You were on the quiz show,
and I did win.
And he won. So you're going to be back in the final round.
Yeah, and let me tell you, I've been hanging out this week with Benny. We've been hanging out the last couple of days, and he's a smart dude. I can't believe I won. So it was really good. Yeah. Maybe I'm smarter than I give myself credit for. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see how it turns out. If I can win the whole thing.
Well, Charlie Lee's in my quiz show tonight, so he may well win, which means in the final round you'll be against him.
They will have to call him Satoshi Lighter after that.
Boom! What you?
So, well, I know we just got a couple minutes to talk, so I really appreciate you coming on and talking with me, and I won't call you Natalie again. So thank you.
You probably will call me Natalie again.
I will.
Let's just accept that. No, thanks so much for having me. It's been awesome.
Okay, all right, thanks.